Hey everybody, it's Mike. Welcome back to my channel. Just wanted to do an update on these palms. Finally is a windy day, so hopefully the sound doesn't cut out too bad, but we have not had a non-windy day in quite a few days, and I wanted to get an update done because we do have some progress going on, especially with these Bismarcks. These spear leaves are opening up right there. This one's still taking its time. And that one right there is opening as well. So 3 of the 4 Bismarcks are starting to grow. This one here is the least silver one. I don't know it might be a different batch or something from the other 3, but it's definitely not quite as silver. You can kind of see the difference there. And then also, I wanted to kind of get here. These are some new pots. These are both pots that have the Texas sable seedlings I collected from the Gulf Coast. I went ahead and finally planted some. I still have half left, so I have to get more pots because I pretty much ran out of pots. So there is a huge layer, just a whole bunch of them under there. So it's going to be interesting to separate eventually. But I might get something bigger and then replant them. But for now, that's where they are. And then here's the Washingtonia foliifera, the one that, you know, a bunch of them died off and stuff, but I've noticed that under here, I don't want to screw it up too much, but there's a bunch of little ones starting to come up. Probably can't see them. There's one right there and one right there, but they're barely coming up. But I was going to go ahead and separate those, but I thought, well, I might go ahead and just let them grow out a little bit more. These are not as, I mean, these are struggling, but they're not as bad as the Robustas. And I did go ahead and separate the Robustas, which I'll show you here in a minute. And we've got the Sable Minor, Emerald Owl Giant. Not much growth yet, but they are pretty slow growing. And then look at that, we have some new seedlings coming up in the pot with the bigger foliifera seedlings. So there's probably about 20 of them or so in there, I counted. So that's pretty cool. I got more coming up now, so it's going to be more to separate, but more palms. And then these larger sable palms here are doing pretty good. I need to separate these as well. I kind of ran out of room on a table I was using for the Robustas, so I'll have to get another setup going to kind of get the pots, so the pots have some room. And then there's that lone Sable Minor, still doing pretty good. And then here, these are the other 2 these are 2 more Robustas that I haven't separated yet, because there's some little ones starting to come up in there. Kind of see them like right here on the edge. See those little spikes coming up, so I figure I'll let those grow out a little bit more as well. Still no Butias coming up. I don't know if those seeds are even good anymore, but I'll stay patient with them, see what happens. And then Sable Lisas aren't really growing as, I mean, they're growing, but I'm not noticing as much of a difference with them yet, so they'll probably start taking off here pretty soon. And then the Chilean wine palms looking really good, still doing well. And of course the big Robusta. And I'll show you here, this middle spear is starting to open. It was staying closed for quite a while there, so it's finally opening up. And then these 2 volunteers down here. Hopefully the wind isn't cutting out the sound too much, but yeah, these are doing pretty well. I have no idea what those are. So I just threw a bunch of random seeds in there at one point. But anyways, you can tell a lot going on, especially the Bismarcks. Bismarcks are finally opening their spear leaves. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the separated Washingtonia Robusta seeds. I'll be right back. And here's the table of these separated Robusta seedlings. So they're still looking pretty sad, but I thought the sooner I get these separated, the better. These are little 4-inch pots I got off of Amazon. Luckily it was about, I got 150 pots for about 15 bucks, so that was a pretty good deal. They are very flimsy, but if you're careful with them, they work pretty well. So these all each have 1 seedling in them. I'm not sure how many there are at this point. It's probably, I don't know, close to 40 or so, maybe 50. And then I have A few more down here on the ground in this tray here. I actually use this tray for soil and mixing soil and stuff, but yep, they're looking pretty good. I'll probably end up putting some of the other ones, some extra ones in maybe the greenhouse or something, but I'll have to move the greenhouse to some place where it gets a little bit more sun. This one, I'm not sure if all these are going to survive, but anyway, I finally got these all separated, so hopefully from here on these will start improving, especially with the warmer weather. I think we're pretty much done with the winter stuff. So that's about it for now. I just want to kind of show you guys the growth and some of the seedlings separating here that got done. I did this all yesterday, and then yeah, so I'm probably gonna separate some more of the sables there, and then that foliferate pot I'm just gonna probably leave for a while until some of those other seedlings get bigger. So anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you on the next one.